Okay, come on. What's up, buddy?
I wish I could go that quick, but I mean, takes me forever, man.
Wish you could what? Pee?
Oh, I said I wish I could be that quick, man. It takes me forever, bro.
To piss?
Oh, I thought you were taking a shit. Oh, piss, no. Dude, I couldn't have a full bladder drop. Not even 10 seconds.
No, I was gonna say, I had, my buddy was in the bathroom about to take a pee, or, take a shower. He was taking a poop, so I had to wait for him. And then I made it real quick, because I don't like the smell of the caca.
Yeah, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, one bathroom's tough, man.
No, it's all good. Honestly,
with, with two girls, it's hard. It's hard here.
No, I believe that.
Yeah.
No, dude.
Yeah, dude. What's going on, man?
No, I'm still here. I'm just trying to think of where to even begin to some extent right now. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm not even trying to launch into a huge thing. Give me a second here, actually. This music in the background is driving me up the wall.
Okay.
Alright. How did I put the notes? Alright. Yeah, dude, no, it's been tough of my own making, I think.
Like you mean like you're like self like it's not like an outside thing, it's like inside, or is that what you mean? Or?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I've been like beyond. In fact, I know that I've been beyond self-destructive recently. Like, not anything related to like hardcore drugs or anything like that, but like I've had a bunch of good opportunities recently, and like my reaction to them, like even just saying that like made my heart like skip a beat, but like in a fearful way, where I'm just like, dude, I'm petrified of like anything good, and so I think I self-sabotage, you know?
Could it somewhat be like overwhelmed, or could it be just like I don't know. So I think I know what you're talking about, because I completely understand it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe overwhelmed is like a piece of it, you know, but
Yeah.
I mean, like a big part of it is like I just don't trust, like innately, like just like my gut reaction to things is to not trust anything that seems too good to be true, you know?
Well, you're waiting for the fucking hammer to fall, or what, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, any good news, it's like, okay, what's gonna happen now? Because it appears good now, but what's gonna happen, you know?
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the gist, but it's just, dude, I mean, the way that it, I don't even know how to put this, honestly, because there's a big piece of me that even as I'm talking right now is always like, oh, well, maybe I just make excuses. Like, maybe I've just been too privileged that things like, you know, going to work and organizing my life seem like options. I mean, that's just, again, it puts you in that place of like self-loathing, you know, where it's just like, dude, I just am showing myself consistent examples of like not doing the things that I have to do.
I understand that, and yeah, and then once that ball gets rolling, then you have the self-guilt and the self-doubt, and then it just snowballs into a funk, and yeah, no, dude, I completely understand what you're saying. And it's hard to get out of that, you know what I mean? Like, once you get, I think once you get started, start the job, start getting in the swing of things, it'll get a little better, but definitely beforehand, it's like a weight, like a big...
No, I mean, dude, like, this is
whatever it is,
This is the extent of, like, my self-destructive behavior, though, is, like, I called off a bunch on the job that I just got, and I do this shit. Like, I've been like this, or I've been doing this stuff since I was, like, a teenager, basically. I don't know if it's some kind of, like, rebellion, or, if it is depression, or if it is laziness, or, like, I don't know at this point. It seems like a bit of everything,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because I'm just kind of relating my own thing to what you're saying, and I would say, a mixture of all that, that rings true to me, definitely.
I don't know.
But it's, I'm sorry you're going through that, man, because it is, and it does feel like it snowballs, you know what I mean, in like a negative path, But, let's get back on the right track, but it's like it takes, it feels like, well, for me at least, it takes like forever, to get my mentality back to being productive and being, but, I understand what you're saying, for sure.
I mean, yeah, it's not like I have doubts that I have the capability to be productive again. It's not like I doubt that I'm going to be productive again, but, like, at this point, it's just like like, the whole reason that I started doing this whole, like, I want to go into business for myself is because, like, I have a hard time working for other people, but then I'm, like, showing that I have a hard time handling the pressures of, like, being in charge of things, or, like, the uncertainty. I don't know exactly what it is that, like, is causing that level of exhaustion. Like, maybe I'm ill-equipped for it, or something like that. I don't know what it is. It feels like I'm always, or I've consistently been, especially recently, kind of putting on, like, a front, like, not at home necessarily, like, not to the people that know me as much, but, like, I don't know, online, or like, as a business owner, like, I mean, just all sorts of stuff. Like, it just feels like I'm, like, putting on shoes that I don't fill,
Yeah, for sure. I understand that, man. Yeah. It's just the fact that you can dish that out within yourself, that's happening, is amazing. You know what I mean? How many people experience the same thing but can't really admit it to themselves, or just kind of get it out of their head.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I hate to sound like a Debbie Downer, but, like, admitting things hasn't really ever been. By the way, dude, I'm sorry. I've been, like I said, I'm not. I'm having a hard time finding silver linings right now. Like, I really am.
Sure. And honestly, I don't want to be that guy, because I do tend to do that. And
it's all good. I get it, though.
I don't have to, like, do that. You know what I mean? Because, like, okay, with everyone I'm talking to now, or at home, whatever, I almost have to do silver linings, because they'll just spin out into oblivion, and then it's all, like, chaos. So, like, forgive me that, too. Like, I sometimes forget, as we talk, I get eased into, like, how we talk and stuff, but I do have to go into, like, I'm talking to an actual person, that I don't have to, like, filter everything I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good, dude. I mean, I have a tendency to do the same thing, and, like, even as we're talking right now, it's like I don't want to, like, I mean, I've always hated the feeling, like, it's realistically, like, anybody that struggles with mental health, like, at least, like, sincere mental health issues, in my opinion, knows the feeling of, like, feeling burdensome, and not only feeling burdensome, but, like, being sort of, like, Like, you have, like, you can't, at least if you're calling a spade, like, you can't escape the fact that you are burdensome. Like, I am burdensome, especially to the people, like, closest to me and to myself and to the employers and stuff like that, dude. And, like, I've gotten let go from virtually, sometimes right, most times right, sometimes wrongly, let go from places. And, like, I don't know if I just keep coming up with excuses, or if I just it feels like every time, though, that, like, I do something that you know, indicates, like, that I'm still unwell in that area. Like, it's just like picking at a scab that's just, like, never even started to heal, so it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just pooped, dude. Like, I'm just pooped. It's like I'm tired of even trying to, like, reach inside my bag of tricks and, like, pull out enough hope to, like, think that I'm gonna, you know, be able to continue to overcome this stuff. I mean, it's just exhausting. It's exhausting to, like, basically wake up every single day and know that in some way, shape, or form, like, even if it's, like, just trying to throttle a little bit, like, the overabundance of, like, happiness or whatever, like joy or whatever it is that I experience sometimes, just, like, having those rises and falls, like, being, you know, quote unquote, like, BPD. I mean, if that's the shoe that fits right now. So, but regardless, like, I've got a huge emotional range and I'm constantly finding my way up and down through it. I just started easing off on the medication because some of the side effects were just, like, too much. So now I think definitely that I've got a dip going on, but, like, even still, dude, I mean, it's just, even knowing that there's a dip right now, like, part of the reason that I started not taking, or that part of the reason that I asked my freaking psychiatrist if I could, like, start toning down the amount that I take, and, like, he took my anti-anxiety down 20 milligrams and cut my antidepressants in half by 20 milligrams, and, like, anyway. Like, but I was already starting to do this stuff, like, starting to, like, you know, fall back into old patterns of, like, calling off when I feel like it, and just, I don't know, dude, I don't know if I take things for granted, or I just, like, think that the world owes me something, or whatever it is. I mean, it seems like I can't, a lot of the time, escape that, like, that rhetoric in my head that just says, like, you know, everything that, you know, somebody who, I don't know how to put it exactly, doesn't grapple with that sort of thing, is going to look at and say, because I've, like, heard those voices in my head, and so those phrases just, like, repeat over and over again, where it's just, like, you know, all the things where it's just like, dude, you're an adult, you should have this together, you should blah, 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 you know?
Yeah, for sure, man.
I'm just pooped.
How about no, it is, yeah, for sure, man. And you have a right to be. God damn, it is. You know, I mean, you can, you know, think of, you know, people thinking a certain way all you want, but at the end of the day, those ups and downs and those overwhelming feelings are fucking exhausted. I mean, there's exhausting. As equal as they are powerful, it takes an equal as much time to recharge from them. You know, so it's yeah, for sure, man.
I mean, but it's like, it's counterproductive in our industrious society to, like, have to ride this, or to, like, and I don't even know that it's always how, dude, like, I always feel like it's like I need, like, a year sabbatical to just, like, figure things out or something. Like, the time that I took off when I was in sober living, for example, and, like, granted, consistently doing things that were, like, helping me progress, and even then, like, I still realized, like, I needed to be medicated, because there was still all sorts of rises and falls. I got and lost multiple jobs at that point, too. And it's just, like, at a certain point, you know, it's like, that's why I started to pursue some of these more, like, unique, you know, attempts at career choices and stuff. It's because, like, I don't feel like I'm useless. I feel like I'm, you know, a square peg trying to constantly fit into a round hole. And it's just, like, at a certain point, it's like I've been trying to smash myself into that hole for 30 years now, not really fitting, and then it's like to even find the square hole takes guidance that I just, like, it's rare, you know? And then otherwise, like, if you don't have the guidance, you're just kind of, like, trying to figure it out. You're just free climbing. You're just trying to figure it out yourself. So, like,
for sure, man.
That's it, dude. I'm sorry. I know that was a lot, but I had to.
No, please, no, dude. Hey, talk away, man. There's no judgment here or anything. No, No, keep going, dude. You're good, man.
The last thing I'm gonna say, honestly, because I do want to hear from you as well. I don't just want to.
I'll be perfectly honest with you, man. I don't think I'm in the right headspace to even share right now. I would rather you. It would make me feel better. Not only, hearing you, but also, just let it out, man.
No, I'm just saying I'm not saying you gotta go into your business and stuff. I'm just saying, like, I share a lot with you. I guess I'm looking to hear thoughts, if you have any, afterwards,
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, definitely, man. And, like, the annoying thing I do, I don't know if it's a dude thing or what, is like when people are telling me problems, I am listening, but I'm also like, how can I fix it? Like, how?
Oh,
like,
yeah. No, for sure.
Is there something that I'm missing that they're saying that, like, I'm so sorry. I got Stephanie's calling. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, man.
No, you're cool. Call me back in a minute.
All right, sounds good.
You know what to do.
Got your cue.
Now, Arrow.
That should work. Go for it, Arrow. I got this one, Sizo. Done.
Out of my way. Charge!
I'm going to enjoy playing with you.
Shall we?
If anyone's watching now, I'll go ahead and wave my hand when Joey calls back if you want to skip through any of the gameplay. And again, there's no pandering here, you guys. This is just the conversation between two people who at the least know what it's like to struggle with, I don't know, giving a fuck, having hope. Like, I know we kind of live in a world where it's like, get with the program or go die on a hill somewhere, but some of us are, I don't know, I'd prefer that not to happen, I guess would be a good way to put it. It's a tough world nowadays, man. It's always been a tough world, I don't know if I'm ill-equipped for it, or there's a lot of people that have come before me that have also been ill-equipped for it.
Want a piece of this? Shot! Time to kick it off.
Right.
And, not all of them make it. And I don't think that that's going to be what happens to me. But, I guess I can just say that I relate to, people who might not be with us anymore because of their own decision. I don't begrudge them that.
You're dead.
I don't judge them for that.
Follow Melody's lead. Yeah, good plan. Can you handle this?
Let's keep up the fight.
Hello? Oh, shit. Hold on one sec.
What's up about that? No, everything's magically fine again. What a nightmare. Anyways, so other thing is that, like, when I hear, you know, it's annoying, I'm sure, sometimes, because, you know, it's like, I'm always trying to come up with a solution for something. And I have been guilty of trying to chalk things up to things that it might not be, but in my head, like, it makes sense.
Yeah, dude.
You know, my girlfriend, I was like all the problems are food, lack of exercise, and lack of sunlight, and not, you know, like, I was like, well, it could be, you know what I mean? I mean, she could have the food, like I see something that could be a potential cause of why something's happening. And over time, it's just like, it just rings true to me, you know, and it's like, even if someone else is like, what, you know, getting a splinter or whatever, it's not gonna cause a headache or whatever, you know, but like, that was a stupid example, but like, stuff like that, you know, so it does sound outlandish, when I talk about like health or food or whatever, you know all that stuff, but I do, you know, this is gonna be a controversial thing, and you're probably not gonna like me for saying it. I mean, and I kind of had this discussion with a couple other buddies, so, you know, but you're all good company. I mean, but and this isn't the one thing, but I do want to say, like pop, okay, like, it did a lot of things to me that I didn't think it did, and over time I was having certain mental illnesses that over time, when I stopped smoking, it did go, and I'm not trying to chalk everything you just said up to you smoking pot, but please don't think I'm saying that, but a lot of the similarities with me, I hear, and a lot of like certain how do I put this? Certain aversions to certain things, and just generally just being, you know, really up and, like, I'm not saying, you know, people have bipolar that have never smoked pot in their life, you know what I mean, but just out of experience for me, it was causing a lot of issues. And when I stopped, it caused a lot of issues for a while, and then over time, you know, it kind of leveled out more. But and I'm not hunky-dory either, man. I'm fucking miserable too. But the smoking helped as I was smoking, but over time, it definitely started to bring out certain things, bipolar tended, like things that probably wouldn't have gone as far if I didn't smoke, you know. And it's so hard because smoking is a joy, and it is, you know, it is a dopamine, you know, it just makes everything better, you know, and I miss smoking all the time. But I just know, like, just seeing certain people that smoke regularly, like, that's how I, you know, some people can smoke once in a while, good for them. No, if I'm smoking all the fucking time.
Yeah.
You know, or whenever I can, you know what I mean? And that is your brain kind of needing that dopamine burst, you know, and certain brains are more prone to needing it as consistently as, say, you or me, or, you know, but I did know that it was wiring thing. I mean, I'm not gonna get all scientific here because I have no idea, you know, but it was wiring things that just shouldn't have been wired in my brain. You know what I mean? And people say, oh, it has health benefits, like it's good for you. And I'm not going to sit here and argue that. I mean, yeah, there's definitely some cannabinoids and things that can help certain illnesses and this and that. But I think when someone's predestined with bipolar or schizophrenia or anxiety or things like that, I don't think it's good. I mean, that's my viewpoint now. And I don't judge anyone for smoking. I can go to a concert, people can smoke all they want. It's fine. But when I see someone struggling and they're really sad and things are, you know, things are keep going down and down, and, you know, feeling isolated and no motivation, and they're kind of down on themselves. And I mean, I have to say something, because that's exactly what happened to me. And I'm not saying that pot is the only thing causing it. Please don't think that. But I think it is a leading cause on why, well, why I was going through manic sprees and ups and downs. And dude, as soon as I stopped, I mean, I haven't been manic in a long time. Now, coming off the meds was very hard. That took me about, and I couldn't wean because it was a shot. You know, I got a monthly shot, and that stores and metabolizes differently than, you know, say, just taking stuff orally, you know. That ruined me forever. I'm still going through issues with that. But generally, I am so much better at getting off that fucking medication, stopping the pot. You know, I still don't exercise, but like drinking, you know, lots of water and eating decent, you know what I mean, like just general, or just a multivitamin or something. You make sure that you're not deficient, because being deficient in certain things, I mean, it'll baffle you. Just being deficient in vitamin B6 or vitamin B12, or especially vitamin D. You know, that's why everyone gets so fucked up in wintertime. You know, the vitamin D is just sucked out of their body, you know. So, you know, taking the supplements and things like that help. But generally, like, and I don't mean to, like, say, like, all the, you know, like, oh, you got a vitamin D deficiency, so as soon as you start taking that, everything will be, you know, great. But so many things come into play. And I see, you know, life experiences, of course, like all these things, you know, how you're raised, like all these things, you know, go into play. But for me right now, where my head's at, I am thinking on these lines, like all the things that we intake that we don't really realize that we are, you know. For example, my mom's boyfriend's son, he got issues, man. I mean, he's super depressed, doesn't leave the house, doesn't really talk much, super, like, he has a lot of issues. And I was seeing the pans he was cooking on for the past whatever years. Like, I don't know, you know, like Teflon and nonstick pans, do you know?
Yeah.
Anything about that? He's been using these fucking pans, dude, for I don't even know how long. And they are just leaching all these fucked up chemicals into his food 3 times a day, or whatever, how many times he cooks. And I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah, I mean, he's probably got pre-prone to mental illness, of course. I mean, yeah, his family's fucked up, but he's fucking eating the shit off these pans that have chemicals that will stay in your body forever if you have them, you consume them long enough. And, you know, and it's like, okay, this guy's sitting here, oh, the pans are making you crazy. Like, that sounds nuts. Yeah. But when you research what are in those pans that you're putting in your food, in your body, in your brain, it's gonna fuck you up, you know. And I don't mean to be ranting for this long about all this, but that's kind of where my head has been at. I mean, I don't want to be like this health freak, but after the issues I have, eating what I was eating and taking what I was taking, like how I was, I'm so, like, you know, and I don't, you know, if someone's eating at McDonald's, I don't care, you know. Hey, sometimes I wish I could eat some of that shit, you know, because I physically can't anymore. I'll fucking be on the toilet for a couple days. So, like, I'm not, please don't think I'm judgy, you know, but I do see the effect that certain things have, you know, and especially drugs. But people like say, oh, pot, like, that's not you know, it's not habit forming. But to be perfectly honest, it was habit forming for me. It was. I had to have it. I couldn't eat without it. I didn't even want to, like, take baths without it. You know what I mean? I wanted to smoke before I take a bath or a shower. So I'm like, at the end of the day, like, this shit's running my life. And I'm not happy. It's like, it's not like if I was like when I was smoking, I was super happy and everything was fine. Like, it wasn't. I was getting super manic, super depressed, mixing medications with pot and it not having good results, you know, because I mean, yeah. I mean, if I was smoking and was perfectly social and fine and, you know, doing all these things, like, I probably would still be smoking, you know, I wouldn't, you know. I was so miserable. I'm like, and yeah, and there's times I'm smoking and I'm giggling and everything's fine, but generally, like, I was just not in a good space. And stopped smoking. Well, I was forced to stop, you know, because that weird illness I had. But then after, I mean, yeah, things started to level out. I started finding joy in things I didn't normally find joy in if I wasn't stoned. And it took a long time, but it did level out. It wasn't this constant intake and, you know, decreasing. It wasn't this roller coaster going on, you know. But yeah, just to close, don't think I'm judgy. I'm not judging at all. I was, you know.
No, I don't take it. I don't take it that way, man. Honestly, I was letting you, like, I was listening, you know.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, and I always, I know you are, man. There's just so many times when I'm so used to discussing things with people that just, you know how it is, you know. And I appreciate that you listen to me, because I do see that. Being a contributing factor in why you're feeling this way, you know.
Well, I mean, I don't disagree. Honestly, I've already had that. Like, I went over to my mom's house at one point. I've done this a couple of times, and I, like, detox from weed, and, like, I think about going back to AA, but then I came back and I started smoking again, and, like, I don't know how to put this, but, I mean, obviously, I'm like, I guess I just say that when I'm thinking, like, when I need time to think. But anyway, like, I'm absolutely 100% an addict, you know, and that's fine. Like, I mean, I don't hate that. I'm not, like, against that. I don't, like, refute that. And I know that there's solutions to taking care of that. Same thing with, like, eating better and doing stuff, and honestly, I've been talking about this, but it's like one of the biggest hurdles that I feel like I'm having right now is just, like, deciding to take the leap and, like, you know, attempting to give a shit. Like, just to fucking, because it's like there's still so much in me that it's just like, there's such a big part of me that, you know, I don't know if you've ever heard this before. It's a fucking French phrase called l'appel du vide. L'appel du vide, it means call of the void.
Interesting.
It's basically just like...
I've never heard that. That's fucking...
Dude, I love it. But it's basically, the idea of it is, it's like it's almost like what people would think of as, like, intrusive thoughts, or, like, you know, like, it's just, like, it's that part of you that wants to, like, you know, I don't know, like, give in to disparity and cause destruction, like, just like, let the reins loose, because it's like, and I've talked about this before, but it's like, you know, having, I don't know how to put this exactly, but, like, having a mind that ticks different, I guess you could say, that you feel like kind of puts you outside of, like, the norm, so to speak.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
and you just don't fit in, and everything, yeah, and you feel completely out of place.
Oh my god, it's so isolating. And then on top of it, too, I mean, it's like, I was going to say this earlier, too, but, like, you know, I've got all these blessings right now, man, and it's like every time I you know, receive more blessings, like, I feel more and more like there's a reason, like, it makes me feel like I'm going to have a panic attack, you know, because I'm just, like, so petrified of the idea of, like, having something good come along and then, like, having it catastrophically be lost again, because it just feels like it's just been a series, you know, not to go Lemony Snicket's here, but it's just a series of unfortunate events. I mean, dude, it's just, and it's not even like, I mean, it's just exhausting. It really is, and it's like, I know that there's always, and I was talking to my mom about this, and my mom's like, when you're talking with somebody else, like, I could sit here, right, and this is just a fact that we both have to face, and I'm not saying this to be, like, uncouth, but, like, I could fix your problems a lot easier than I can fix my own, and vice versa.
Of course, definitely.
Yeah. I
And
know.
it feels better to try to, like, you know, try to hear other people's problems and fix them to fix your own, because it is easier. You don't have to, you know, and that's the same thing.
Well, because we all understand, like, the majority of what it's going to take for us to feel better, to think better, to breathe better, like, whatever it is, man. But we've got...
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's like the idea of, like, everybody has vices, you know? It's just like, I just drown myself in mine, you know? Like, what is a vice if not a way to, like, temporarily escape some of the... I don't know, monotony or fear or whatever it is that you're trying to get away from. You know, I mean, even there's so much healthier things out there than smoking weed, and I know that. Like, I know that I'm always gonna have vices in some way, shape, or form, but it's just, I don't know, dude. Like, I keep kicking the can down the road at this point because I'm just like, I know that once I get up and start doing stuff again, like, I don't know how to put this. It's like, I know that there's a lot of good stuff on the table right now. I guess maybe to some extent that just fucking scares me so much that I don't even want to get up and go after it. Like, I just would...
Yeah.
Like, part of me wants to just leave it on the table to rot and then walk away, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, you know, now I'm back where I started. I'm, like, in my comfort zone still, and I'm miserable in my comfort zone. Like, it's just, but, like, all of this stuff feels like it's a ticking time bomb in a sense, where it's like there's only so much time. I don't know how to put this, dude, but like any kind of support that I have, like, evaporates more and more as I do these self-destructive things.
Yeah, for sure. No, and you, like, not only drown, but you also feel stuck in that zone. Like, no matter what, like, it, you know, it's never gonna, you know, bottom out. It's never gonna level out. You're gonna stay in that zone, you know, and I completely understand it. Like, what's the point? Like, yeah, like, you're a smart dude, but you know what could make it better. But at the end of the day, it's like, why, you know, because, yeah, definitely. I mean, especially for me, it was like, okay, what am I, like, what's the point if I do get out of this? What am I contributing that's worth a damn any, you know? It's like, okay, I'm all healthy, dandy now. I still feel like a healthy, dandy piece of shit, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's like, it is, you feel trapped in that. I love that void, man. What was it? Beckons from the void. What was that?
L'appel du vide, the call of the void.
The call of the void, yeah. No, that's deep, man, because personally, I saw all these negative things that happened in a sequence like that, and I start to think, like, more, you know, spiritual stuff here, but, like, you know, what's going on behind the scenes here? Like, there is something hovering over me, tempting me to do these things. My defenses are down when it comes to, should I do this or this? And it's like, I'm thinking, you know, and it's like, you know, it could be just depression or whatever, or just the way I function. But it's like something dark is at play here, you know? And I finally kind of, I don't want to go that route with, you know, like back in the day, you know, and I'm trying to chalk all these things up to something like that. But it's like, it just felt like something really dark was at play, and something was, you know, kind of spinning me out on the wrong path. And not to, you know, take blame away from my own choices and my destructive behavior and all that, but yeah, I just had a feeling, like this feeling like something, you know, and also an opposing good force too, kind of making sure that it doesn't get too crazy and trying to nudge me in the right direction.
Well, I mean, that's literally like the duality of man. You know what I mean? Like, it's what it
definitely.
is. Like,
definitely.
Obviously, it's like we want to try and stay on the side of what we consider to be good, you know. And I feel like, even in that regard, dude, like, I feel like I make constant sacrifices just for the sake of, like, trying to, I don't know exactly, like, not, I don't know, dude. It's like, I'd rather have, I don't know how to put this, man. Like, sometimes I feel like when I get going and I start doing a bunch of stuff, I, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Fuck, I don't even know where I'm going with that, dude. I'm trying to...
No, you're okay, man. No, you're perfect, okay. But just know that, I mean, you're all good with me, man. I completely understand, what you're saying. And then, yeah, so, and I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it, and just be like, hell, babe, look back and say, but it is a constant battle that will probably be, but still, man, I understand, and when so many things in a row happen, sometimes it's not even like things that are, it's just things going on inside your head, things, like internal struggles sometimes can be just as crazy as some kind of catastrophic event,
I mean, dude, I would almost rather more, I don't know, maybe that's it's something, I keep saying this, but it's like something's gotta shake.
Yeah,
and I know,
definitely. I'm almost waiting for it, to be honest with you. I know that's sick, but I am almost like waiting for something. And I don't want anything crazy. I don't want anybody to hurt, any crazy shit, whatever. But when things get this bad, it's like something, like something has to happen, And
I don't think it's just. I want to be useful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like I want to be of some value to the world, and it just, again, it feels like I have things that I might be good at if I had the time and money to pursue them. It's just I've said this before. Like, I struggle to do the things that a lot of people have an easy time with, and then I have an easy time with a lot of the things that people struggle with. It's almost like I did the inverse of like focusing on things that a lot of people like. I focused on a lot of nuanced stuff in my life, and I skipped over like bundles and bundles of the fundamentals of like just how to get by in today's society. And it's like now I'm a 30-year-old man with a head full of wisdom and a life full of like poor decision making. Like, it's just like, I don't, and it's stupid because the whole idea is like, what's the point of chasing wisdom if you're not wise? If you're not like able to like, like they talk about like implementation. Like, if you can't implement those lessons, like, what good are they? Did I cheaply like come across these lessons? Did I take the easy route, and so like I just have them in my head and they just like sit there? And that's another, they just sit there as like ideals of how I should be, I mean, I know what it would take, and honestly, I always feel like if I wasn't so goddamn focused all the time on trying to be something special to everybody or be something special to myself or whatever it is, then I would be able to like just get by on a lot more of the fundamentals and not be so burdensome and just go with the status quo. But it's just like I've just been staring into that void my entire life, just trying to hear what the fuck it's saying, where everybody else wants to like turn away from it, and it's like it's damaged me, dude. I don't know if it's just excuse making or what it is, but it's just like doing all of that soul searching and digging into other people's hearts and lives and like trying to take an objective look at the things going on around us and the way that like different, I don't know how you would put it exactly, but like different behaviors and like different like mechanisms of societal interaction influence like the individual on a day-to-day basis. Like, basically the way that our society is kind of like horribly set up for a vast majority of the people in it, and then particularly for some of us more than others. And then even when I say that, it's like I can hear people in my head, or I can even hear myself going like, you're just fucking whining, dude. Bitching, you're just complaining, you're just yada yada yada, It just feels like excuse making, and it's just like another. Dude, again, this is where I start to go down that loop that we're talking about. It just becomes so self-defeating. I mean, honestly, the only changes that are going to genuinely positively impact anything going forward are going to be the ones that I choose to make. And like I'm sitting here, even as we talk right now, and I'm just like feeling like, dude, I just don't want to. I just don't want to.
Or
I just want
there's
to
too
do
much pressure on it too within yourself to, so it's like, wow, what the fuck, it's like a, well, definitely.
And so I'm procrastinating.
Yeah, which is, no, I mean, that's only, honestly, if you put so much pressure on that, yeah, it's gonna be like, there's gonna have a natural aversion to, but, at the end, it's easy to, in that mindset to spin out. Definitely. But the thing is, man, you are a very smart dude. And that's, just because certain, normal, cookie cutter elements are out of place here doesn't mean that you can definitely touch people's lives and make an impact. And the thing is your intentions are really, really good, morally good. But, so with me, I had that too. I wanted to help with my music. I was like, I can pack these things in these words and help people, get by and maybe learn something about themselves and the world and all this, which is a great intention, which is a great moral standpoint. But it's like, for me, on my own time, that's all I was really dedicating my life to, which was great, and it came from a good place. But I'm like, I'm not listening to my own self. I'm listening to my own self that's being portrayed to help others and to be seen by others. But there wasn't like an inward reflection truly of what I really wanted or needed. Because it was like, okay, well, I'm going to make this to make, have people get through their days and, learn about this crazy fucking, machine everyone's in, and then, but then I realized, I was just like, that can happen for sure. But it's like, I didn't have much of myself when all that went away, and I'm like, what? And still, I'm like, when I'm alone, like, I'm like, I feel like so much of my time was seeing myself seen by others, even with the intention to help and to make things better. But I just felt lost in that whole, in that whole intention and that whole goal that I had. And I was like, well, if I want to help. And I want to, make people's lives better, but it's like, I don't know what my own, not my own original thoughts are, but like, trying to put this, I don't know how to put this, to be honest with you. But I don't know, I just felt like I didn't have a sense of, as much time as I spent alone, which was a shit ton of time, I just felt like, I had nothing to show for it, because I was still I couldn't stand myself. I was super miserable. But I feel like I had a lot of it, trying to touch people's lives and to trying to teach people certain things. I didn't feel like I wasn't qualified because, but I did feel like I didn't know, I had to search more of that within myself first, because I just didn't know because my intentions were great. I just didn't know, where it was coming from, And to this day, now I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. Like, I want to help people more than anything. I don't talk. I'm so secluded in my little life. It's just sad to see what has become of my life. Originally wanting to write music and help people and make them feel a little better and just have people kind of either forget about their troubles or maybe learn about certain things and see things in a different way. And now it's just sad to see what has become of me,
dude, I don't disagree. Like, I'm not saying, like, it's sad to see what's become of you, but, like, I get it, though. Like, I empathize with that, and I understand where you're coming from. And even as we're sitting here talking right now, like, I have this feeling of, like, man, like, how effective is it I put this exactly? Like, I keep having this feeling over and over again, but it's like I reject any possibility, or like I get discouraged as soon as I run into a roadblock when it comes to, like, you know, rebuilding that sense of community in my life. And like, even I just had like a buddy move in, and like I've never had a friend closer, and it's like even then I'm like isolated, and like, you know, I'm keeping to myself, and like I'm just like stuck in the pits, and it's because like I don't want to like spread any of my negativity onto him. Like, I just went and talked with him earlier. Dude, and like, I don't know how to put this, but like, part of being a strong personality, and I've talked about this before, is like, when I'm depressed, man, like, just like when I'm happy, I can like bring joy to the people around me. When I'm depressed, like, I can really fucking sink people down too, and then that just makes me feel 10 times worse, you know?
Right, same. When you said that, that hit me like very deep, because it's the same thing. That's why I'd isolate myself for so long. One, I couldn't even hold conversations or do practically fucking anything, so depressed. But two, I'm like, this is gonna spread. You know what I mean?
I know,
if I go to
dude,
a party,
it's like,
it's gonna be super quiet, and no one's gonna, the conversations aren't gonna flow as seamlessly. People are gonna just feel this. I don't even have to say.
And I'm gonna leave them with a bad taste in their mouth, and like about me, and about themselves, and about life, and like, it really does. Like, it just feels like there's this thing in me that's just like, fuck, dude. If I'm gonna, you know, be miserable and like, you know, basically just like succumb to death slowly, like, I might as well fucking like put myself behind a locked door so that it affects as few people as possible, you know?
And that comes from a really, really good place. You know what I mean? But the thing is, man, is like a good buddy or some good company will see that, yes, this person is vibrating low, they're very depressed, they're, you know, kind of oozing out sadness, but that's when they, you know, I can turn up the knob a little bit and just kind of make them, you know, and that's happened to me a couple of times with people, and I can see that they sense that. I can see that they're constantly making effort, and then I'm like, oh, but that's so sucks. I gotta make them work harder. You know, I gotta make them do extra shit, you know, shit to cater to me. But in reality, it's like, dude, if you came over here with that kind of mentality, I mean, I'm not gonna fucking juggle for you and do all these things that would just be dumb, but obviously, you know, good company, man. I mean, you know, it goes a long way, and it's hard to find now, obviously, you know, the way things are, at least for me, like, God, I haven't even hung out with a friend, and it feels like at least almost a year. I haven't really counted, but at least 6 months, 7, 8, I don't even know. But I did feel like, you know, this was when I was younger. Why I was isolating myself was the same exact reason. Like, dude, I'm not trying to put this on anyone. I'm not trying to. But you know what? Good friends, man, and good company won't matter. You know, they see that you're drowning, and they're gonna, you know, be able to try to pick you back up, or at least make you feel like you're not out of place by feeling that way. Because that's what I want sometimes. Sometimes I don't even want to be acknowledged, seriously, but I don't want the room to change just when I enter it. You know, I want things to, you know, as soon as the conversations start to get kind of dull and stuff, I was like, oh, this is me. This is my energy. I'm making this party dull, and, you know, people are all awkward now, and I, you know, I don't know what to do, you know. But still, but yeah, and I just, I don't know. I just think that, just connecting with the right people just does wonders, and I forget what good comes from just talking and sharing, and, you know, it's a big deal, and I never really saw the importance in that until, you know, recently, you know. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's just easy to get in that loop, you know, the isolation loop, you know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude. Yeah. You're not wrong. It's just like it almost bums me out more to hear sometimes, because it's just like, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's tough to get out of the isolation loop. Like, I mean, I really do. It's just like and I don't know how to say this. Like, I've talked to my therapist about this before, and granted, it comes and goes, because it's like there's all sorts of times, and he'll point this out, where he's like, man, you know, you're talking about, you know, how you're happy and things are going better, and I'm like, yeah, you know, and that's great, but like it's still like coming from a place of like, you know, things need to improve because they aren't good, and like when you've lived there for so long, like what right or wrong, like self-imposed or you know, caused by others or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's obviously always a mix of both, but like at the end of it, I don't know, dude. It's just like I really do. I really do just feel sometimes like I'm just like would be more. I don't know. It's just I guess. Let's even just say like I really started to have mental health problems when I was like probably about like 11 or 12, 13-ish maybe was when things really got bad, but at 12 probably is when it started. So it's been like 18 years of like just not feeling like, even when things are going well, like I'm still like, it's almost like a desperate kind of happiness where it's just like I'm just like, you know, it's not restful, it's not like life affirming. I mean, I have those moments, but they're so few and far between. And some of it too is just like the way that I let myself like take any kind of credit or like immerse myself in any kind of happiness from my blessings, because it just feels like and I've said this before, it's like I would rather a lot of the time, and I think this is human nature, it's not just me, it's like I'd rather take my predictable misery than the potential for change, because it's like I just don't want to risk losing more stuff when you don't have anything to lose. It's like,
Definitely.
And I know that's not the case either. I know that I have stuff to lose. I'm not saying that I don't have it. It's just like, I guess I'm just talking about feelings. It feels like I have virtually nothing. Like, I thought I would be fucking like married at this point, and like, granted, I'm really happy. This is part of the blessing. I started talking to a girl recently. She's lovely. She's cute. You know, but it's like I thought I'd be married by now and like financially okay, making a difference, and like the same thing where you're talking. It's just like it sucks to see what's become of my life and the world around me, and like I don't know, man, for how much effort I've put in to try and like be better and feel better and do better. I just really thought that I'd be further along by now, and yet I'm still sitting here dealing with like some of the same issues and feeling the same way that I did when I was like, you know, 20. Probably about 19 or 20 years old, like sitting in my mom's basement, you know, not getting a job, like just being a quote unquote dredge on society, and then hating myself for it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely feel that. And the thing is, it's so hard to not see your life from the viewpoint of that. Like, hey, you should have been married by now. You should be for a long. And it's like over time, I have to let go of that, because I know, like, I feel the same way, and I had that same issue. I was always an early bloomer with a lot of things that I shouldn't be doing, and then a late bloomer with a lot of stuff that I just should have been fucking doing, you know? But that's true, dude. I mean, it does take. I've let go of the need to have things, you know, done by a certain time. Because yeah, definitely, I look back and be like, well, I should be here by now. I should be doing this right now. Like, why the fuck, you know? But I think letting go of that, well, obviously, but then too, like, hey man, like, it's just gonna take like longer than normal. That's the hope I have. It's like, okay, I'm here, 31. Yeah, things should be progressed a little more. And I look at the areas that they have progressed too. It's like there are positive things as well. But it's like, hey, it's okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could you die tomorrow. It's like, well, hey, it might take a little longer, but like, I mean, I think once things do start to level out, the hope for myself is that once it does, it's going to sustain itself and hopefully last for long. And this is like wishful thinking, but it's like, you know, even though it's taking a long time, I'm not checking the boxes of what I should be doing. But it's like, it is taking a longer amount of time, but the foundation will be stronger. I mean, even in the positive ways, that foundation is stronger. I mean, yeah, the negative things are in play as well, obviously, but the positive things are set in stone. I mean, the wisdom you had, the kindness you had, where your heart is, you know. And the same here, like I look at myself and I'm like, okay, well, you know, I finally, you know, kind of have my intentions in the right place, like this and that, and, you know, and some people, yeah, they might have all these things, but are their intentions in the right place, or their heart in the right place, and they have, you know,
I mean, no, but like that's I guess maybe I'm just bitching to that. I obviously am just bitching at this point. It's like, man, no. I know for a fact that that's not the case, and I guess that's one of the most heartbreaking things to me is that there's like 10 times more a place in society for somebody with a bad heart and a big wallet than vice versa.
Yeah, definitely. And I always saw like these dudes, like, you know, with the families and with these things, and they all are so put together. It's like, no, they're fucking more miserable than I could ever imagine. You know, and that's a lot. You know, it's like, you know, it's like, and not just with that stuff, you know, with other mental things too, you know. But yeah. It's just, it's hard to, you know, and like I said, I'm not trying to be the fucking, you know, bullshit ray of sunshine here. But you have to know that too. Because you are super smart and you had, you know, you do have a solid foundation in a lot of those fundamentals that, you know, aren't conventional by any means. You know what I mean? They're not seen as necessities in the human mind, you know. But yeah, it's just you know, I'm just wired different, and things might take a different amount of time. But at the end of the day, it's like I do have hope. I mean, I do. It's there, and you know, and it's like there's the things you say, how you say them, like you're fucking smart.
I mean, it's
you know,
I get you, man, and I'm really glad that I am. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's never a time where I'm like, at least not truly, where I'm like, I wish that I wasn't like intelligent, you know.
yeah.
And I guess even then, man, like I don't know. It's another one of those things that it's like I use to like. Or it's almost like it feels to me like it's something that is an asset of mine, and I'm happy that I have it. But without like emotional consistency and discipline, it doesn't seem to be doing me much good other than to serve as a tool of self-awareness that brings me to the point of being like, wow, man, I'm really not content with me and my choices and my mindset and the way that I feel.
Definitely.
My dietary habits and the smoking weed and the fact that I, you know, quit nicotine and then got back on it, and like it is. I mean, it's just, it gets so exhausting. It's like dude, this is the best way I can describe it. It's right. It's like I've been on rough oceans for so long now. And like, you think that it's gonna stop, you know, but it's like at this point I'm starting to get seasick.
Right.
Like I'm just
doing it, and you feel like you don't have a choice. Like you see yourself doing it, and you see these things happening, and it's like there's like nothing that can be done. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like a misery of comfort, or a comfort of misery, or whatever you call it. Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. I think that's why I've continued to like smoke pot and you know, isolate and all that stuff, is because it's like I said earlier, like it's like kicking the can down the road. It's just like a way to like throw the blankets over my head and you know, kind of hide in a way. And it's like, I don't know. To be honest with you, dude, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to like find some kind of, and I hate to say this, some kind of like positive end to this conversation right now. Like, I'm just thinking like there's.
Doesn't have to be, brother. Doesn't have to be, man.
There's.
Yeah, I always try to do that when I get on the phone. I try to like summarize it and like make it. But it's okay, dude. I do know things will, but there are persistent issues that will be a battle. But yeah, no, dude, you gotta spit it out and positive, bro. You're okay. That's, but I really appreciate you, opening up to me about this. And I appreciate you hearing me about it, because I have not straight up let loose in a conversation. Probably since last time we talked, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't have people to talk to, man. And it just goes inward, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck to do,
Honestly,
it's
man,
like,
I'll throw something out there, because, like, I'd love to do this again, potentially when I'm not, like, 100% in misery mode. And I really do, man. Like, I know that you got stuff going on, but, like, I'm trying to do all sorts of content creation stuff right now. If we can figure out a way, like, even if I potentially give you, like, my buddy's account information, or, like, just create, like, a new... Because if you... Okay, I was going to say, if you download the PlayStation app and then, like, create an account really quick, just with an email of some kind, you can sign on to Party, and it's like a phone call from your phone. But I'll be able to hear it... I'll be able to hear it... Yeah, no, like, you don't have to have a headset or be on the... You'll be in a party, and it'll be like you can have the phone to your ear, you can put it on speaker,
Dude,
but
okay,
I'll be
cool.
able to hear you in my headset, and the audio quality would be tremendously better just at the end of the day. And like, if we can keep having conversations like this, like, I would love to continue, because I do, to be honest with you, I'm not thinking about the fact that there's a camera right now, you know what I mean? Like, you and I just talk, and that's how I want it to kind of continue to be. So if we get the opportunity to do something like that and continue to have these conversations, there's a possibility that, like, at some point maybe it gets seen by somebody who gives a shit about what we're talking about, or feels similarly, or whatever. Like, that's the whole reason that I wanted to start doing this, was to, like, I don't know how to put it, dude, but it's like, if I'm not just gonna stumble across the community support that I'm looking for, like, maybe I need to build it. Maybe I need to build the community, you know?
Bro, that's exactly how it is, and I had that same revelation, like, oh my gosh, I gotta, it's just gonna, no, it's like, yeah, definitely starting from scratch and building it up. I mean, yeah, definitely.
And I'm not trying to do it in this way that's like sometimes I find myself slipping into people pleasing with the streaming thing, but like, I'm not so worried about that, because sometimes that's just like going through the rhetoric of, like, going through the motions, trying to get a follower here and there, like, whatever it is, dude. But like, the heart and soul of, like, why I started doing this was so that I could have conversations like these, and just conversations in earnest with people that I feel like I don't know how to put it exactly, dude, but like automatically see things from the vantage point of, like, I need to figure out how this makes me superior. You know?
Yeah, for sure, and getting out of that, yeah, definitely. I was gonna say, like, the video game crowd, like, yeah, it's toxic with certain things, but at the end of the day, a lot of those people have a lot of issues that they either, impound within themselves, or tune it off with video game or whatever. So that crowd is great to have, for once, have a community within that field that are talking about these, topics. And yeah, it'd be goofy sometimes for sure, but getting deep like that is not very common.
And that's one of the only things that I feel like I'm fucking good at, to be honest with you.
You really, you are.
But I mean, it sucks, because it's like, I want to be good at other stuff. I want to fucking be good at just, like, being disciplined and showing up to work and just, like, doing what I gotta do and being a man of my word and, like, all this other stuff that I keep having people hold over my head. But it's like, this seems to be one of the only things that I've consistently built in my life. And I know that it's not useless, but it's just like, I don't even know how to put it, dude. Like, I mean, it's all fine and good to be a surgeon with a scalpel, but, like, if you're not fucking, performing any surgery, so to speak, like, what the hell good are you doing? Like, nothing. You're just standing around with a sharp instrument, Like, that's it. And that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I've got all these, like, tools and things that I'm, like, ready to use, but it's like I got, like, no And like, dude, I don't expect to be Mr. like, I'm gonna fix everybody's problems. I expect that there's gonna be times when people look at me or something that I share, something that I talk about, and they go, wow, that guy's got issues. And they're gonna be right. I'm cool with that. I went into this like knowing that that was gonna be the case. Because I wanted to like
is amazing like that.
create a platform and create a community where it's like, no, people can be like imperfect and not worry about fucking, you know, having 1,000 people like give their opinion, or like, and I literally mean that, like, people are gonna give their opinion, but like, I don't know, dude, like, I'm prepared for that kind of stuff. So it's just, it's so stupid to me that it's like, I'm, you know, ready for all this, or at least I feel like I am ready for all this stuff that I really want to do, and yet I'm still like putting myself in a bind on not doing the things that I should, like, have to do right now, just the fundamentals, the basics, you know? And that's how it's been. I mean, that's, and I'm sure the weed is a part of that, where it's like, yeah, I just stay stuck with my head in the clouds all the time, you know, finding the comfort any way that I can, and just waiting for the next moment where I can feel useful by having a conversation like this.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure. And I think, too, I mean, you know, once that floodgate is open, by doing that, I think things just kind of fall into place. Behind, you know, people say that shit, you know, but I truly mean it, you know, because that is your intention, that's, you know, your path, that's your, you know, what's the word, I can't think of the word, but that's, yeah, no, that's like what you're meant to do, and that would be amazing. Just to know that there is like a community of people that you can be open with, you can discuss these topics, and, you know, have people, you know, just be open and transparent, because, you know, their names aren't plastered on there. It's perfectly fine. They'll feel comfortable to, and then have you, you know, kind of mediating these things. And that's what
I want to do. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm looking forward to like being like on top of, like, I want to have good moderators at certain points, and like really kind of have a lot of room for people to like say what it is that they want to say. But like, it's just, if I start to see like hateful stuff, then it's like, yeah, we're going to address that, you know?
Right.
Like, dude, I'll like, don't think for a second I won't pause this game. Like, I'll turn this car around. Like,
right, yeah, and the thing is that, yeah, like, okay, like, you know, we're not going to go into a battle here, man. Let's talk about, okay, like, you have that, okay, if someone's being stupid, legit stupid, like, alright, see you later.
Yeah, dude, I'll even, like, if somebody's really causing a ruck, I wouldn't be opposed sometimes. I mean, there's going to be times when I would just want to be like, you know, just get out of here, just freaking block them. I don't have time for this right now, you know?
But dive into it.
But there would definitely be times where it's like I pause the game and I'd just be like, hold on, if there was a bunch of people in chat, let's say, just like pause it and just be like, hey guys, everybody calm down for a second. This guy clearly has something that they want to say right now, so let's go ahead and talk about this. This will be a good experience for all of us, I'm sure. You know, like, I'll do shit like that.
Community is like, what community would have, you know, because all the other, like, they're always like, oh, this is fucking here. It's just becomes like a word vomit match, you know?
Yeah.
But like that, just addressing these things properly, and just, you know what I mean? It's great, you know? But no, I'd love to be a part of that, man. And I think once, you know, that void is filled within you, things are gonna get better. I mean, you know, I mean, they are. I mean, it's just gonna snowball. But I definitely feel that need, you know, and it would be awesome. It's like it's like a safe kind of feeling when you're just kind of, you know, in a community, and you know, and there's not, you know, people can talk about their views, and no, you don't have a super big standpoint of like, I think this, you need to think this way, and you know, and that. Well, I don't think really that misunderstood people.
Like, you know? I don't know how to put it, but I try not to get lost in extremes, other than things that need to be handled like they're extreme because they're extreme. Like, if it involves like the welfare and the well-being of, like, you know, kids, or like just anything that's like, no, this requires like a firm hand, you know what I mean? But like, other than that, like, it's like, yeah, I'm open to hearing what anybody has to say, because clearly if I had it figured out, like, I'd have done it by now. I don't know how else to put that, but like, if anybody had figured it out at this point, they'd have done it by now. Does that make sense? Like, they'd have fixed it all. The world would be better. We'd be on track, you know? Like, it's just
everyone's a constant work in progress, you know, obviously. The structure of everything is a work in progress. But yeah, no, definitely. And all the things you can learn too from other people's perspectives on certain topics, or just maybe things that they're currently dealing with or whatever. I mean, yeah, no, you got a great thing going, man, and that was your intention from day one, which is so cool. You know, that's exactly what you went into this doing, which is so cool, you know.
I don't know, dude. I'd like to make some kind of use of the things that I feel like I've cultivated in myself, even if I've kind of neglected some other stuff. It's like, I definitely still, like, I don't disagree with you, because I guess this is one of the less self-loathing things that I felt tonight, but, like, I know that I've got my uses, I know that I've got my place in this world, and I know that I've got utilities and, like, ways that I can help. Like, I'm not, like, the only thing is like, I'm not a therapist, you know what I mean? That's not what I'm, like, proclaiming to be. Like, I'm not, like, I'm not, you know, educated by anything other than just my own personal experiences. Like, I'm just a guy, but, like, that's kind of the whole point of, like, what I've tried to do in my life is, like, understand things from, like, a lot of different viewpoints, and it's almost like, it really is, like, I really have, like, there's so much space in my head that's just filled up with, like, all of this, I don't know, dude, this sounds so fucking stupid, but, like, all of this, like, macro knowledge, you know, like, just, like, all of this, like, okay, this is kind of, this piece goes into this piece, and that influences that, and then, like, kind of like the building the pyramid from the bottom up, where it's like you have a starting point and you kind of expand on things, and it's like I can see how the pieces fit together. And again, I'm not perfect at that, but it's just, it feels like it's almost like that's been such an obsession that it's like it not only is that like the number one thing that I want to do is to continue to try and like pursue that type of like knowledge and information from the people around me, because that's really like they've been fundamental in anything that I've come to understand or believe that I know about the world, is the people that have like genuinely taken the time to invest in me where others have not. You know, it's probably the only reason that I'm even still, literally the only reason I'm still kicking right now. You know,
definitely, for sure, man. And you're a people enthusiast, like you are, like you're interested in what people are saying. The way you communicate is just great, because it can be attributed to all different walks of life. I mean, that is a gift. I mean, that's definitely a, you know.
It's kind of,
because you have to, you know. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, it's kind of ironic that somebody, because you said people enthusiast. Like I also, like, as a people enthusiast, I couldn't be less enthusiastic about people. You know what I mean, dude? Like, I'm like, every time I think about walking outside my door, I'm just like, oh God. I'm like, I hope somebody doesn't run into me and then find 6 different opportunities to either think I'm weird or that they're weird, or you know what I mean, like.
Right. No, for sure. And that's why I almost didn't say it, because that has such a weird ring to it. Like, hey, Jay, neighbor, God, I can't feel.
No, I get what you mean, though. Like a real, like, people enthusiast, where I'm like, I don't want to know what time it is. I want to know how the clock was built, you know? Like.
Right, for sure, exactly. And like when you're interacting with somebody, you don't even have to interact with them. What I mean, like, just looking at them, you're learning. I don't know, like, I've been people. I still do that. It's a really annoying, weird thing I need to stop doing. Wherever I go, I stare at every single person that passes me. I need to stop doing that. I obviously don't do that in certain places.
That's why I like sunglasses, though, too. Like, not just so that I could people watch, but so that I feel like people are watching me less. Like, you know, kind of like an eyes are the windows to the soul type thing. Like, I love being out in public with my sunglasses on, and I'm like, I can see you, but you can't see me. Like, not truly, you know?
Same. I was saying, plus my eyes are super protuberant. So, like, if I was whatever, high or whatever, I'm whatever, having a weird day, like, my eyes are just super out there. You know, I got these big old eyes, you know, big protuberant eyes. I'm like, you know, but yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, it's like I I like, just kind of being in a little shield.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah, that's
I
like
find people so interesting.
it's like putting the hood up on a hood.
Yeah, for sure. Because I still do. I don't want to be seen. Which is something I've always struggled with. And
Dude.
I thought maybe like music would help that a little bit. Maybe, cleaning up myself. But it's still, no matter what I do, I'm always gonna feel that.
I don't know
I'm not gonna grab it.
I don't know if you've ever had this too. I'm gonna let you go here in a second too. I wanna get
You're
back
good,
to
brother.
the music. I don't know if you have this too, but like sometimes I'll say something and it's like really sincere and like really powerful, and like I can tell that like I've done a good thing for the room, and like I'm glad that I did it. But it's like immediately afterwards I feel all of this pressure to like maintain that type of like energy. And then it's like immediately all I want to do is just like retreat and have people forget that I'm there. It's like, please just take the words and just forget that I exist.
And think it was just a phantom or whatever.
Yeah, dude, like I just want to just phase through the wall, just like walk through the wall at that place. Be like, all right, I'm out. I'm on to my next adventure, I guess. Yeah, dude. Never sit in one place for too long. Like I don't know, dude. Like that's what it is. Like my life has felt like a roller coaster of like doing really, really great at some things and then doing really, really awful with other things, and not much like in between.
Right. Same.
Living in extremes all the time.
I completely understand that, man. And that's exactly how it is. It's either too much of a good thing, too much of a bad thing. It's always like too much or not enough. It's never just a steady flow of whatever it is.
Yeah.
Well, I completely understand that.
I was gonna say, man, I've got like a little bit left in my weed jar for tonight. My whole goal is to like finish what I have, buy some sometime soon. I might very well just like, because I've already made the financial commitment, I might just like pitch in like my share and then just either have him tuck it back or just take it. Like I'm not 100% sure, honestly.
You're good, brother.
But
no,
like,
yeah.
My goal here, like, no, and I'm not saying this like for your sake. I'm saying like genuinely, I've had the goal and I've talked with the girl that I've been talking to about this, and like I said, my mom and a bunch of people, and like I want to stop smoking weed, dude. I want to take that leap to like to start like actively participating in my life again and like, shaking the dust off a little bit. I still personally think that like I need to be medicated right now to some extent, but like I do. I mean, I want to get. I don't know. I feel like I was moving forward and then I was kind of standing still, and like lately I've been really like quickly spiraling backwards.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see that change sooner rather than later.
I'm supporting you, man. I'm so happy you want to do that, and you got me here for support, man. And the only thing I'll just put in that is don't put too much pressure. That's the only thing I'd say about it. Like, you stopping that will be great. It's gonna be, rough after once your brain starts to kind of rewire itself back to normal, and things will get better. But just don't put too much pressure on it. That does ruin a lot of the progress that comes with like stopping stuff like that. Is like putting too much pressure on it. Like, or like it just does. Like for me, it was easy because I had to. Either I had to or I was straight. But like I noticed like putting pressure on that was
Yeah.
So much pressure. So that's what's going to make it a weird change, and then it's going to just like unhealthy for you. And I really think that you would benefit from, getting the highs and lows of the high and sober thing, and it will, take time, but I'm here for you, man. And that's awesome, dude. It's alright. Just the fact that you do have that realization is a big deal, and that's awesome.
I appreciate it. I definitely still got some stuff to chew on. Honestly, I'll probably, just so you know, I'll probably swap the stream back over to Twitch here in a minute. But I was gonna say, if you want to, you're always more than welcome to hop in chat. I think I made you a mod, if I'm not wrong, actually.
Oh, really? Okay, nice.
If not, I'm gonna, because I was gonna say, like, there's one person right now that I'm actually kind of thinking about taking off the mod list. It's like one of the first people that, like, joined the page and was, like, a real person. It's like this younger kid that's, like, I think he's from Norway, if I'm not wrong. Or Dutch or something like that, but, like, he said something, he's like, I'm cool with most people, but he's like, I hate furries. And anybody that says I hate, I'm immediately kind of like, okay, so like, what happens when we get a furry in the chat, dude? Like, don't think for a second I won't ban Hammer a mod, you know? Like,
yeah, because if someone, you don't need anyone with a mentality like that, doesn't need to be, in that position in your place.
Well, I'm not gonna abide anybody that would ever like moderate for me, work under me, anything like that, treating people like that. Like they'll be good. That is, in my opinion, whether it's a business or a mod position or something like that, like that is completely intolerable to me. Like I don't do hate. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like.
Definitely. Yeah.
If you're
people, okay, I hate people that hurt people, okay.
If you're talking like pedophiles, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, dude, I get that. I'm like, cool, yeah, fuck those guys, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, dude. To me, it's always like a pick your battles thing. Like, if you're gonna hate something, if you're gonna be evil about something, shouldn't you hate the things that are actually evil? It's like, I don't know how to put this, dude, but in my mind, like, that's the only time that it ever cancels out for a good person to have, like, I don't know how to put it, but, like, venom in them, so to speak, is, like, if it's, like, genuinely, like, I hate you because of the way, like, not even hate, but, like, I don't even know how to put it, dude. Like, I'm not, this is maybe going out on a complete limb, but, like, I'm not entirely opposed to the death penalty or, like, like, corporal I don't know how to put it exactly. Like, there's some people in this world that I'm genuinely like, no, we'd be better off without that guy. In fact, I think that like the euthanization process is actually kind of like pretty like it's kind of a blessing, all things considered.
It's that you let them out in the world, they're gonna cause more crazy shit, or they sit in a cell by themselves. It's like, what's work, it's like.
And that's honestly, that's what I would say. Like, it's almost like it's not even about, because like the bigger punishment, if you're just going for a punishment thing, actually is just to let them sit in the cell for the rest of their lives and monitor them so that they can't like end it early. Because like nothing's more miserable than being kept alive and locked up against your will for the rest of your life. I just don't think that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, genuinely, like, especially, I don't know how to put it exactly. It doesn't matter, but honestly, it's just one of those things where I'm just like, I don't hate the idea of like genuinely advocating against and taking action against like true evil in this world, but picking like a marginalized, relatively harmless like subsect of society and going, I hate those people, probably just because they make you uncomfortable, as opposed to the fact that they actually
That's exactly what it's done for most of the time.
And that's where I'm like, dude, that's not like justice, you know what I mean? Like,
no, it's not. And the thing is, I only just hate this. No, that mentality is gonna just branch off from other things. You might not realize, you might not talk about, but that is a mentality.
'Tis a slippery slope. Yeah, dude.
Even if I had 20 people I talked to every day, I still would always enjoy our talks. But yeah, like I said, you're the only fucking person I've talked to like this, and it's been a very long time, and it feels great, just talking about these things with no judgment and open ears. It's a big deal to me.
It's been helpful.
It.
It's been helpful for me too, man. I'm not gonna say that like all problems are solved right now, but like just being able to have any kind of conversation about this and like get out of that isolation a little bit, and like, I mean, I vice versa. Like, I always appreciate our conversations. That's why I swear to God, if we can find a way to like get it so that you and I can get on a PlayStation chat or whatever it is, and like just like have these conversations, you know, like just that'd be dope. That would probably be.
I got you. Yeah,
I'm
dude,
just.
I got one. Yeah, is it a PlayStation? Would that be the same that a PS3, like the PlayStation Plus or whatever that is? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, but it's like I guess you can't join a party chat on the PS3, but I think that your account info, like if you are able to access your current account info, it's basically just a means of being able to like get into party chat. I don't think that you even have to have PlayStation Plus, which is like their online thing to get into a party. You literally just have to have like an active verified account in order to join a PlayStation party. So like that's what I'm saying. Like you don't have to have ever owned a PlayStation in your life. As long as you make a Sony account and download the PlayStation app on your phone, you can get into party chat with people.
Sick. All right. Well, yeah, I got you then. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right when we get off the phone, man. I'll see if I got some time to hop on Twitch.
Oh, dude, that would be absolutely sick. Honestly, man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm still really fucking struggling. I'll say one more thing before I let you go here.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm still really struggling right now with like. I've called off a couple of times over at Target, like the thought of going in tonight, which I'm supposed to, and I've got my shift listed right now, makes me like sick to my stomach. Like I like almost, and like I should have been asleep like an hour and a half ago at least, and like I'm supposed to be up by 2 a.m. Yeah, 2 a.m. And I've been racking my brain. Like I said, bordering on panic attack always. Like I really do. I feel sick right now. I know that the best thing to do for my circumstances would be to go to work, but it's almost like part of me is just already resigned to the fact that I'm going to have to like look for another job, and I've got money coming in still, so I'm okay at the moment. Dude, it's just like 4 a.m. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. to 11:30. The girl that I talked to was a third shifter, so I tried to get a job that was at I know, dude. That's my typical. Yeah, man. I want to be. Dude, I feel sick. Alright, man. No, you're cool. I was actually just saying the same thing. I was like, alright, man.
You're good, brother. Alright, we'll talk soon, man. I'm gonna hop on Twitch here in a second.
Alright, man. Sounds good. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Alright, take it easy, brother.